Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Um, Today's video is going to be a tour of this cute little two-story Victorian home. I have used the new exterior and windows and things that we got with the latest Christmas update that we did. And I really do like the outside exterior especially, and these windows. I do like the more traditional style items, so that is probably why I like this. I'm loving that we have exterior chimneys now. How pretty is that? The fact that we can have the new shapes of the homes. So yeah, I really like the just the more, I guess, traditional. I think these are like heritage, is what they call the heritage windows. I just really like those, and of course, all the farmhouse items as well. But this house, I just kind of decorated. I try not to overdo the outside, but this is a senior Sims that lives here. Like I said, I built this as an older Victorian style home that's maybe had a little bit of update to it, but I did want to kind of keep the traditional, character of the house. And so I've just kind of decorated the outside with some plants and things. It does have a little side door there. It's got this little, walks out to this little back patio area. And you can see they have a little grill and a little place to sit and dine and just visit. It does have a detached garage because these older homes, if they were built in the early, let's say 1900s, which is what I'm imagining this house would have been built in, they did not have attached garages, or in many cases did not even have garages. So this would have been maybe added on later, or whatever. So I did try to, like I said, I put the hydrangeas, the hedges and some little trees and things to just keep it simple, but to also kind of balance it out, but to look neat as well. And I would imagine if this is an older lady that lives here, she loves to get out in her yard and play with the dog and tend to her plants and things like that. So she has a lot of time to spend outside. Let's go down. And I'll take you into I'll take you to the garage first. It is just like I said, it's a single car garage. It's detached from the home. It does have a door that goes from the garage into the house there, even though it is detached. And I would just imagine it has like a little covered breezeway so they don't get wet. But I've just put items in here. Typical garage with the freezer. They have a little area to clean up there if they're out working in the garage. The tools, yard tools. I did put the dog food and bowl out here because this house is a smaller house. So I kind of had to play around with the spacing in it. The rooms are, smaller because, again, I wanted it to be more of a, smaller Victorian and not anything too large. This is the front door. I love these new doors. These will probably be probably most used in the game. Y'all may get tired of seeing these, but I just think they're absolutely beautiful. This comes in, of course, into the foyer. You have just your stairs going up. I've used these rugs from the Wizard's Cottage, I believe was, but this is I know it's two rugs, but it's supposed to, give the look of like just a hall runner that runs the whole length of this hall. I did add one of those grandfather clocks. I cannot build a house and not put one of those grandfather clocks in. That's kind of typical in all of my builds. This is the front entrance. Again, I can't say enough about these doors. They're just absolutely beautiful. And I love the stained glass windows. I love the color of them. I love everything about them. I just wish they were not so dark expensive. I have been a little aggravated. Had been away for personal reasons, but some of the reasons I had stepped away from Sims is, to be honest with you, I had gotten a little aggravated like I have told everybody, I am just a regular player. I don't have any kind of contract or any kind of relationship with EA or Fire Monkeys. I don't get early access. I don't have a hacked game. I don't replicate items. So, therefore, that is part of why I don't do building requests or live builds and things. But I just get so aggravated that we work so hard for these items and then they're so expensive. So it takes a lot of the regular players a little bit more time to build up our resources and things so that we can actually, build nice things and have nice things. But that being said, I will get off my soapbox. In the entranceway here, I did add one of those frosted windows. That's kind of typical in these older Victorian homes, kind of have an accent window there in the little foyer entrance. I added just a plant to kind of tie in the gold from the rug. And then there is a coat rack there that, just to hang coats, bags, when they first come in. Right off the hall is a little bathroom area. It's just a powder room. It has, the sink and the toilet, toilet paper stand. That is it. So that is just a little small bathroom there. Off from the hallway is the living room area, and I've just decorated it with, plenty of plants. I did use the new furniture items from, like I said, our recent Christmas quest. There are some family pictures on the wall with the little rocking chair there in the corner. I've used this black and white mantle. I just thought it fit the theme of the older Victorian style home a little better. This room has a bay window that I just put a few little decorations in, and I put one of the older TVs in there as well. I did not want to make it too modern because I just imagine, this is an older home place. A senior sim lives here with her adult daughter who has moved back home to help take care of her mother. So anyway, I think that is overview of the living room. I did use that braided rug from the nursery tab. I just thought it kind of went with the decor better than any of the others that I had tried. And so as you come on down the hallway, you come into the dining area, and it is just a very simple little dining area. It has the bayed window so they can sit and see outside. Of course, they can see to the outside dining area. It has one of the new dining sets, and I just put one of those French rugs under there. It has the little shoe bench there. As they come in the side door, they can take off their shoes, things like that. It has a little cuckoo clock there on the wall. The kitchen part is pretty small, but again, in these homes, the kitchens were never really too large. And I've just decorated it with the cabinets that came from the French house that we got, that event that we did. And I've just put some little decorations there on the countertops to just kind of give it a homey feel. I've used like the older coffee pot, the older refrigerators and stoves, just again to tie into the age of the home. Off from the kitchen is a laundry room area, and I've just put two of the older washer and dryers. I did add one of those laundry basket shelves there, and then I've put the hot water heater and a vacuum cleaner there in the corner. And again, it has a side door that leads out to the back patio area. So I think that is an overall view, covers the first floor. So we'll go up, and when you get to the second floor, you come to this little landing that has 3 doors off of it. The landing, though, itself, when you come up the stairs, I did add one of those little tables with the windows that we got. I've just added some plants and a little lamp there. On this end of the house, the senior Sam has moved into this smaller room so that her daughter could move into the bigger room to give her more space. But the senior Sam is on this end of the house. This is a 2-bedroom house. So I've put her sewing and stuff like that on this end, and she has her lamp so she can see. So that's kind of her little area. And then on the opposite end, her daughter has like a little office area here with the bookcase and one of these newer laptop and bookshelf combo there, so she can sit, check her emails, work on her vlog or whatever that she's doing. And so it kind of gives her her own little space. This first door goes into the largest of the 2 bedrooms. This is what I would call the master bedroom, I guess. And I've just decorated it with a lot of the farmhouse items. I think all the wallpaper in this house, the majority of it, except for maybe the bathrooms, which I think the wallpaper there is maybe farmhouse wallpaper, but most of the wallpaper in this house I did with the French wallpaper, because to me it just really matched the theme of an older Victorian home. So in this room there is an armoire, because a lot of these older homes, they did not have built-in closets. They would have had armoires. I've put a mirror there so the Sam can, check her appearance before she leaves the house. I just decorated the window there with some jewelry and perfume. One reason I did that is because, again, this is a smaller home, so I had to be very mindful of the space. Over in this area, I put one of those older, the little vanities. They look very antique-y to me, and I just think they're really, really pretty. So I added that there in the little corner so she'd have a little place to get ready in the mornings. This has a matching fireplace from downstairs that, the chimney makes sense, stacking it on top of each other. And there's like a little chair there so she can sit and read or whatever. So that is the first bedroom. I was really pleased how that turned out. This second doorway goes into the bathroom, and I've used one of those round windows. Oh my goodness, I guess we've had these since the beginning of the game. I remember these were some of the first ones that I used when I started building, but for a bathroom window and have an added privacy, I've just used the round one there. And I've used, again, as in downstairs powder room, I've used the farmhouse items, the bathroom items. I just really love those, especially in these, like an older style home. I've got a shower and toilet and double sink and tub in there. So it is a full bathroom. And I just really love these colors together. I think that really turned out really good. And the last door, again, this will be the senior center. This is the smaller of the 2 rooms. So this is where she stays. And I did her a pink rug to match this smaller bed that came from the farmhouse update. And I thought those colors all matched really well. She has her armoire, and I've just put, on each side of the bed, 2, little nightstands with, her plants and her books. And she also has a lamp for reading and a little chair with the pillow and the little blanket there to, get all snuggly and, read her devotionals or whatever it is that she would be doing. And then, of course, I also added her little tea set because she could sit there and sip tea, look out the windows, and, maybe watch the birds, whatever. So I just thought this was it's a small room, but I just thought it was really sweet space for her to enjoy her latter years in life. So Anyway, I think that is the complete overview of the entire house. What I'm gonna try to do, yeah, I'm gonna go in here to build mode. This will kind of give you an idea. Again, I don't do live builds. I'm just a regular player like all of you guys. But if you like this house and you want to build it in your own town, I would be, honored to have you use one of my plans. So this kind of gives you an overview of, how wide or how long these rooms and spaces are. So that was the upstairs, and this is the downstairs. So you can see all these rooms are they're all pretty small rooms. But if you, play around with it, you can do a lot with smaller spaces. And I think I almost like doing the smaller builds better because I'm more challenged as to what I'm going to do in those spaces. So, yeah, I just like the builds to look natural, like things like that would be a real house, I guess, that I would live in, or normal people would live in. I don't build a lot of large, extravagant builds, and that's because I can't think like that. I think in real life. So anyway, this is again another little overview. This is on a small plot. You could do a larger plot and extend it out, make the rooms, bigger. You could add another floor to it. You could, you could do so much to make it your own. But anyway, I hope this gives you a little inspiration. I'm glad to be back. I've missed you guys. I've missed playing the game and building and things. But sometimes we just have to kind of take a step back, and that's what I had to do. But anyway, I hope you guys find some inspiration. I hope you all have a lovely week, and stay tuned because I will have some more Sims Free Play videos coming up. Thanks, y'all.